Derrick Rose, 2011 MVP, best player probably in the NBA at the time, was incredible from Chicago, Inglewood. He bridged this city together. There's no doubt in any of that. But those were a lot of seasons and a lot of years. And ever since then, putting all that stress on his body, physically, mentally, it was taxing. And he's had this. He just had his fourth, man. He just had his fourth. What was that? His fourth knee surgery. His meniscus torn. He just got cleared to start back running again. So now that he's been cleared to go back running after a torn meniscus, his fourth surgery, where do you think Derrick Rose is going to go? I'm quite curious about what people think the direction is going to be. Like, what do you think can happen that can come from this? I respect Derrick Rose. But I understood the Bulls letting him go. You can't keep hinging your hopes on Derrick Rose being healthy for a complete season. You just can't. And now that his stock has dropped, he went from getting probably $18 million a season, $20 million a season to average about maybe $10 million. Because that's about the value he's at right now, where teams are willing to risk. And those are some of the teams who have cap space for, a free agent. Now, a lot of people can say what they want, but if you look at the scenario, Derrick Rose is not like one of those guys that's out there with a lot of teams looking to grab him. He wants to go back to the Knicks. He liked New York. He want to go back to the Knicks. Why? Because he feels the Knicks has the best option with the salary wise, and they do. With their team payroll, they can afford to pay Derrick Rose. So why would you leave? And with the minimum being $8.5 million, what they think is the minimum gauge, BJ Armstrong, his agent, feels like they could work this deal out where he could stay in New York. The draft would indicate that they're open to having him stay in New York. So where do I think he would end up? I think the number one spot for him is the New York Knicks. The number two spot would be the San Antonio Spurs or the Utah Jazz. The Chicago Bulls will not re-sign Derrick Rose until he's at the last of his contract. The Chicago Bulls have the lowest, second lowest, and they're one of the top earning teams in basketball. Okay, they're one of the top earning teams in basketball. But how much are they paying their players? The Chicago Bulls are 29th out of 30 teams. 81 million is their roster. They have all the money in the world to play with. And with Philly, they deserve the outcome that they're getting. They're only spending $84 million on salaries. That's because the majority of their salaries right now is rookie contracts.